team. I'm Megan. Welcome to a stretch session for the upper body. If you've had an arms day today at the gym, or if you know you've been doing a lot of exercise that has brought some tension into the shoulders, the triceps, generally the head, neck, and shoulders, or if you've been sitting a lot, working a lot, and you haven't had a chance for your arms day, this stretching session is for you. We're going to work through the upper body, stretching out the shoulders, the back, and the neck, also the wrists and hands. Starting with a little movement here. Feeling great. If you've just had a workout, you feel amazing. Now is the time to stretch. Here we go. Last two and one. We're bringing the feet together under our hips, bending the knees. We're taking the shoulders up, back, and around. Exaggerate this movement and really feel how you're working through the joints completely there. Last two. Last one. Then we're going to start opening the hands, making a little fist and springing the fingertips out. Great for the circulation. How fast can you spring your fingertips out, making little sunshines there? Last set. Come on down. We're clasping our hands together and we're rolling through the wrists and the elbows. Roll on through so it looks like this. Let the movement become a little bit bigger. Start to exaggerate it and go the other way. Then we're taking our fingertips to the shoulders and we're taking the elbows around and back. Start small, going around a little ball as you bend the knees. You're picturing a little ball on the end of each elbow, maybe a tennis ball. And then start to make it a little bit bigger as we go around into the back. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, back and down with the shoulders. We're reaching the right arm down and we're tilting from the waist. We're reaching the left elbow up towards the sky. Oh yes, really stretch out the waist there. Come on up, we'll go to the other side. Tilting at the waist, elbow coming down. And up. One more like that on each side. Really feeling the bottom ribs stretching away from the hip bone. That's what we're aiming for. Whenever you need to reset, pull in the abs and open out the waist. Here we go, other one. Breathing in, breathing out as we stretch. Come on up, and now we're reaching up and we're bringing one elbow down in front, one behind. Slow motion. You're going to reach and pull. Reach and pull. Keep wiggling the shoulders down as you go, every time. We don't want them to be up when we reach or near us when we're coming down. We want it to be a big reach and pull. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Last two. Last one. We're going to come on up. Hold one hand on the hip and you're taking the right arm behind you. Bend the knees each time. Slow motion. And let it go as big as it will go. There's 7. There's 8. And now 8 forward. 1, 2. Let it flow naturally. Maybe the thumb comes in front. Maybe the little finger comes in front. And 1. And then this last one, we're reaching up and over. Left fingertips coming down the side of the leg. Wherever you are, breathe in, breathe out, and go that tiny bit more so you can feel it here through the hip and the waist. Coming up, other side. Little finger leads the way back, circling through the entire range of movement there at your shoulder joint. If it clicks, it clicks. Don't worry about it. As long as it doesn't hurt, those clicks and pops are normal. Just a normal part of having joints throughout the body. Great. Last two. Last one. Other way, relaxing the arm, and we're letting it come around and forward. Although my arm is relaxed, I'm always pulling in my belly button and my pelvic floor muscles a little bit when I'm stretching and when I'm working out. Amazingly, small movements, just lifting that belly button in and up will help with all of your stretching. It'll help improve posture and your range of motion. Last one, and then we're reaching up for the sky, breathing in, breathing out, up and over, and let the other arm reach. We really want to get rid of that tension here, which can travel up and affect the shoulders and neck. So we want to stretch that bottom rib away from the hip bone. You've got it. Come on up. Now both arms are coming up and back. Just 4 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other way. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then both arms are going to reach on up. And we're coming up and over. Clasp the hands and go that little bit further through the ribs. Open on out. Add the chin. Add your gaze. Looking. Breathing in. Breathing out. Coming up. Other side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Up and over. You've got it. Just check that you're not twisting anywhere. Forward or down or back. Your hips, your shoulders, your face are all facing the front. Reset. You're breathing in. Breathing out and stretch, keeping the body facing forward. Add your gaze, looking at your hands. Come on down, opening out. Here we go for our deltoid stretch. We're reaching away from this for a moment. Extend through the fingertips. Keep that long arm, bringing it across the body and then hooking in with the other arm. If you got some groovy music, and you feel like bending the knees and moving the hips, go for it. Bring the shoulder down away from the ear. Movement after exercising can just feel glorious through the spine, through the hips, through the whole body. Check everything and hold. We're breathing in. Breathing out, we're reaching up, all the way up, looking inside our elbow. A little bit of a reach up and back. Before we come on down, we'll go to the other side. Left arm out. Not here, but really breathing in. Breathing out and extending. Extend before we stretch across the body and in. Bring that shoulder away from the ear. We're coming down with the shoulder and then across the body with the arm. So it's a movement down and across. If you don't really feel it, maybe you're up a little bit high, so bring it on down. Then add the length. Should be a nice juicy stretch for the deltoids there in the shoulder. Add a little movement side to side with the hips. And then we're going to hold here. Check your alignment. Thinking tall. Bending the knees, we're breathing in, breathing out, we're reaching up with the elbow and the whole arm, we're coming on up, and then breathing in, breathing out a little further up, and looking into the inside of our elbow as we stretch, we lengthen. Come on down, great stuff. We're taking the elbows up, and then they're coming on down near the ribs. Elbows up. To each side as you go, get the neck stretching with you. You're doing a gentle look and stretch. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both arms coming on down, reaching up, breathing in, breathing out a little bit further, looking into one elbow. Open up the ribs. Come on down. Other side, breathing in, breathing out. We're coming up, looking into the other elbow, stretch. Come on down. Then I've got a handy dandy wall near me. So if you've got a wall, or could even be some furniture that's nice and high, we're going to start stretching through the shoulders that little bit more. So I'm reaching my hand onto the wall, fingertips are flat, find a nice place there, and I'm walking away from my shoulder a little bit, keeping the shoulder and elbow at 90 degrees, holding it here. You might need to wiggle into it to find your sweet spot, the spot that will feel great in the stretch for your shoulder. We're holding it here for a moment. Then we're stepping away from the wall, and this time we're rotating the fingertips behind us. Hand is flat on the wall. Lengthen out the arm, but I'm not locking my joints. They're soft. Check seatbelts, check everything, and then we're twisting, tilting the body, the rib cage a little bit away from that shoulder. Open up there. If you need to walk your fingertips a little bit to find your sweet spot through the shoulder, go for it. Holding it here. Breathing in, breathing out, we'll release that. I've got a ledge here I can hold on to, but your hand could also be flat against the wall. I'm going to come with the feet a little closer to the wall, bringing the arm in and pressing the shoulder in towards the wall. My feet aren't completely up against the wall. They're about 10 inches away, but it's wherever you're comfortable. Your fingertips could be reaching up the wall or holding on. Open out there. I'm pressing the inside of the arm, a little bit of the armpit towards the wall. Not my ribs though, my ribs are away and I'm holding on to them. Hold it here for a moment. Possibly bringing the ear onto the bicep as a pillow, other arm up, hands together, and then press the hip away, opening out the ribs and the shoulder on this side. Opening out. Now we're going to go for it a little bit bigger. Hand is well behind us, coming in a little closer to the wall. My shoulder is not going to touch, but I'm gently guiding it towards the wall while looking towards the camera. So we're getting a slightly deeper stretch for the shoulder there. Feet are apart, seatbelts are on. I'm standing up nice and tall. I'm not curved anywhere. Keep seatbelts on, spine long, and find a really glorious stretch. Holding it there. We can hold the hip bone and bring the shoulder a little bit towards the camera, looking over your shoulder. Come on out, and we'll go to the other side. Shake all of that out, and we'll find our first stretch. So you've got the elbow bent 90 degrees, hand is coming up to the wall, stretching the fingertips. Come on in, everything's at 90 degrees, and then we're opening out through the shoulder, bringing the shoulders, the ribs at an angle towards the camera. You could have your foot in front a little bit and find that glorious stretch. You'll feel warm and good when you're stretching. If it hurts, that means you're going too far. Keep it as a warm sensation. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll come out of that one. And we'll take the hand against the wall. We're far away from the wall. And we're walking into the stretch here. Walk a little bit, find a stretch. It feels great through the shoulders. Might even be in your hips and ribs a little bit or across the chest. Holding it here. Could be traveling all the way down through your wrist and the palm of your hand, especially if the fingertips are really stretched out, pointing behind you. If your arm falls asleep, have a wiggle and then reset. It does sometimes happen. That means it's a little bit too deep of a stretch, so come out of it, make it a little smaller. You've got it, and you'll feel good. We'll breathe in, we'll breathe out. We'll come out of this one, and we're going to reach reach up the wall or up the furniture. Maybe you can hold the top or keep the fingertips spread out. Come in a little bit closer. And we're aiming the inside of the arm, the biceps there, the triceps, a little bit of my underarm. It's not really touching, but it's close. Holding it here. Stretch those fingertips. Feet are wet. We can push the hip away from the wall a little bit there. We can add by taking this arm up and over. Press against the wall and then press the hips away. Opening up the waist and the ribs. We'll come back in. And down, and now we're going for a deeper stretch here. Reaching behind us. Long fingertips, long arms. And we're walking the arm a little bit closer to the wall. Where will the shoulder go? Not too close, but experiment with your lines. Bring a foot in front, seatbelts are on, and we're rotating the ribs a little bit there. Stretching deeply through the shoulder. Opening out here. Reach behind, open that little bit more. Breathe in, breathe out. Soften the knees, soften the joints, and come on out of that one. Have a couple of circles here, bending the knees. And then two coming in the other direction. Shake that out. Now we're going to be reaching our fingertips behind us. They touch the wall and we're opening the shoulders back. Open out the chest. We can have some circles here. Any injuries, just circle to the right with the face. Chin coming around the front. Half circles if you've had any spinal injuries. If it feels good, you can go into a small full circle there. The head comes up, back, and around. Only where it feels good though. Anytime we use the neck, and the other way if it hurts, we don't do it. Should feel nice. Come on down. Extra push. Hands onto the wall. Spread out the fingers. Push the wall away and see if you can really stretch through the chest and shoulders here. Come on down. Shake that one out. And now we're going to be facing the wall. Your thumbs and fingertips will be touching. And you're going to be holding the hands up like this. And you'll be guiding your chest, maybe your chin, towards the wall. So sideways, we've got the feet apart, knees are soft, hands onto the wall or the furniture, and you're guiding your chest and chin forward. It might be here, or you might be touching the wall. I'll show you facing the wall. It looks like this. Hands up, thumbs and forefingers touching. Abs are in, and we're guiding the chest and the chin towards the wall, and find your stretch. Lengthen the arms. Push the hips away, holding it here. If you'd like more, tuck the hips a little bit. There we go, there's your tuck. Hold and rest. Breathing in. Breathing out. We'll tuck on down. Come on out and out. Great work. Shoulders up, back, and down. If your sternum or your chin were on the wall with your arms stretching, that might have been a little bit intense, but take these stretches small, and they will get much easier to do when you become used to them. So check me. Who's there? It's up, right up against the wall. So that got a little bit intense, but it can really help to open up the sternum here. Then we're taking our fingertips in, finding our shoulders, give ourselves a really big hug. Stand up really tall. I've got a long spine. Knees are soft. We never lock anything. Knees are soft. Abs in. You're going to breathe in. Breathe out. Keeping the long spine, only the chin comes down for our stretch here. For the back of the neck. Holding it here. You've got it. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, release the shoulders. Arms come all the way up, and then we're looking into the right elbow as we bring the elbows overhead. And come on down. Great stuff. Other side. This time the other arm is on top as we hug. Hug, hug, hug. Come on in tight. Check your posture. Check your knees are soft, not locked. That will injure the lower back. This is a back injury and a hip injury waiting to happen. Knees are soft. Abs in. Long spine. Breathing in, breathing out, just the chin comes down. The shoulders are down as well, elbows are down. From here, we're breathing in, breathing out, we soften the knees. We bring the elbows up and open. Keep on going and look into the left elbow. Glorious spinal extension. Shoulder and chest opener. And then we're coming on down. We're folding at the elbows, hips and knees. And we're starting to bend the knees and reach up. Bend the knees and reach up behind us as we lengthen. Here we go. Breathing in, breathing out. Take these at your own pace. You could be going more slowly than I am. You could be going more quickly. We want it to feel like some lovely stretches. Push the arms up behind. The next one, we're going to catch ourselves here. Catch the hands behind you. They could rest on your back. Lengthen the spine here. Abs in. Lovely. Bending the knees, we're coming up. Bending the knees, we're coming back. We're going to catch again. This time, see if you'd rather be there, lengthening the legs and the spine, or if you'd rather be here, lengthening the arms up and away from you. Abs are in. Soften the knees if you need to for the shoulder and chest opener here. And we're breathing in, breathing out, bending the knees. Release the hands, come on up, clasp here, up overhead, come on back. Heart reaching for the sky. Come on down. Glorious stuff. Let's do the triceps. We're coming on up. Hand comes behind the upper back of the neck. You're supporting your triceps here. If you're curled at all, come up with the heart and the face, shoulders down, and really notice that you can even stretch the ribs and the hips here in your tricep stretch. Adding to it, we breathe in, breathe out, find the elbow point, then come that little bit further up, lifting the heart, the face, holding here. Sideways, it looks like this. We don't want it to look like this. We want to be up. Open the shoulder. Opening, opening. Breathing in, breathing out. We relax on down. You're doing so well. Come on up. Triceps on the other side. Reaching up and behind. Check that your abs are in. Tight abs support our stretches. Press the triceps here and lift. Thinking of the ribs reaching and opening away from the hips. If you'd like more, find the elbow point and open that little bit further more. Up and back. Abs are in. Controlling our movements. So breathing in, breathing out. Add that little bit of lengthen and lift. Let that feel good. Breathing in, breathing out, we soften on out of that one. Come on down. Shoulders up, back and around. A little bit of movement with the hips, knees. We've got a spine, shoulders, everything feels good. And we will stretch our sternocleidomastoid in the neck. Come on up and down with the shoulders, right ear to the right shoulder. Could be here, lengthening the left fingertips and the heel of the hand away. If you'd like more, cradle the head gently. Not really pulling anything, it's a gentle cradle. We can take the left fingertips up and the left elbow down, a little bit more opening. And release, other side. Starting left ear to left shoulder, could stay right here. especially if you have injuries. Push the heel of the right hand away. Add the cradle. Could stay right here if it's all too much. It's a gentle stretch. The face is facing forward. We're not twisted anywhere. Abs are in, shoulders down. Wonderful. If you'd like a little bit more, breathe in, breathe out. Bring the other fingertips to your shoulder and bring that elbow down. Gently opening. Coming up. Open out. Bring the elbows up, look to the right. Bend the knees, bring the elbows up, look to the left. One more each side. There's one. There's two. Come on in. Check the joints, check the wrists and hands. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel much better throughout the shoulders and the neck, the back, even the ribs and waist will feel good after stretching and movement. Squeeze in a little bit of exercise every day, especially stretching. Stretching is safe to do every day. Safe for the muscles, safe for the joints. Lovely to see you, and I look forward to exercising with you again sometime soon. Well done. Have a clap. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've been amazing.